What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to what could be the week that we fire Old Blue up here for the first time since last July. But before we do that, we got to finish our exhaust here on the right side. We're going to use our old manifold to build the exhaust on the left side so we can get this mess cleaned up, get the remaining body panels in here, get them body worked, painted, and back on this truck so we can get this baby fired up and back on the road. We're back at it again for another week of fun. I ordered a manifold for this. Hopefully it fits. I want to get the exhaust finished on the right side, as well as mounting this, permanently mounting the gas tank back in. So we need to run a wire from the fuel pump up to the accessory and the key. We can do that today. And we have to find screws for our transmission inspection plate. We got one more thing that needs to be addressed sooner than later. We got this hole in the floor pan where the old column used to come through. We need to get our speedometer cable up through here yet. So I'm thinking maybe we put a grommet in somewhere in here. Run our speedometer cable through there up to our speedometer, and just patch this piece of the floor in. So we got a lot of piddling around to do, so let's get to it. Alright, we got our exhaust built on the right side. Instead of coming straight out, it did turn down on it. I think that'll work out pretty good. Went ahead and knocked the left side in. Started doing the bends on it, but I'm not going to fasten anything together until we get the new manifold, so we can make sure we don't have to move this forward or backward. I'm not going to bolt it in place yet, but I think it'll work out pretty good for us. So it's kind of close to the brake line, so I'm going to put a loom over that to keep it from vibrating and rubbing on the rubber brake hose. Stick a piece of loom on there. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I don't think there'll be that much movement, but just in case, we'll put that on there. We've gone as far as we can with the exhaust until the manifold gets here. Let's see if we can't get the speedometer cable hooked up today. Get that out of the way. Patch this floor and do that. Well, I can honestly say I don't like that at all. Might have to figure something else out here. I have to end up drilling another hole in the firewall, like in here somewhere maybe. Well, we've got an existing hole up here that I never plugged up. I'm thinking maybe we ought to utilize that. That's probably going to be our only option, so I think we're going to try to do that. I guess it don't look too bad. We could probably strap that up even more on the firewall if we have to. Let me see how it screws in on the back side. Alright, so that gave us pretty much almost a straight shot into the speedometer, which was very easy to screw in. I guess that's one more problem solved. We just got to patch the floor now. For any of you guys that are ordering parts from one of these old classic vehicle places, I got a package in the mail you may be interested in. Let's go in the house and check it out. Alright, so I told you guys I would pass along product information, good or bad. I ordered from Chevs of the 40s, okay? I ordered a cardboard glove box insert with a lock, 2 pieces of cardboard kick panels. So you tell me why this is necessary for something like that. Not only that, see that they charged me $55 for shipping. This is ridiculous. $55 to ship 3 pieces of cardboard. Never happen again. Well, I told you guys we'd pay for those 2 good days we had last week, and we're getting it now. Some places got like a foot of snow overnight. Alright, we got our floor patched in. Just self-tapered it in. Let's see if we can get a fuel system in this thing. Alright, so I went and ran a wire from the auxiliary side of our switch to connect to our fuel pump. So let's get up underneath there and see if we can't get that in place. Alright, so I just went and mounted this fuel pump right here on the rail. We got the hose coming out of the tank. Just going to hook into there. And this is our wire we ran to splice into our power. We got it grounded on the chassis. But let's go ahead and get this thing mounted in here and hooked up. We got our sending unit in. We got our gas tank line run over to our fuel pump. We just got to get a new line from the fuel pump up to the carburetor. Get some wire loom for this wire. Strap it all up so we don't have any issues down here. So yeah, we're almost there. Let's see if our $120 piece of cardboard fits. think that's going to fit okay. The better for what we paid for it, that's for sure. This is really the bigger piece of the puzzle right here. Our lock. We got the insert in there. We got the lock on somewhat. And it actually closes, so I'm happy for that. All right, we have a lovely assistant to help me today, bleeding the brakes. Say hi. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, pump it up. Hold it. To the floor.
I'm as far down as I can go.
Okay. Pump it up. Hold it. Pump it up. Hold it.
So it's still got a little bit ways to go because you should be able to go like that. Right. In and out. You're doing that. Yeah, but I had to slam on the brake. I had to slam it all the way down. You should be able to.
These aren't power brakes, these are manual brakes. There you go.
Okay, do it again. I want to see where. I want to see how. Okay. Oh, all right. So it's just a little tap. I can tap it and it stops.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do the spin test and you hit the brakes. Ready?
Okay.
Go. There it is. All right. One more time. One more time.
One more time. Woo!
Let it spin a little bit.
Okay.
There it is. Your work there is done. I thought I had a piece of gas line, but this isn't 3/8 quarter inch, so I'm gonna have to go and pick up some 3/8 gas line to finish up the fuel system. And as soon as we do that, we're just about ready to fire this baby up. Pour some juice down in her and see what happens. Hopefully there'll be minimal of issues, but anything can happen at this point, you know. To see how well we did with our shade tree restoration. I think maybe the next logical step here is to probably throw a battery in this thing and test out our electrical, or what circuits we have hooked up anyway. See if there's any issues we have to troubleshoot. I'm kind of thinking there might be, but hopefully not. Let me see if I can get a battery in here and we'll check this out. Well, the closest thing I have to a battery right now is my jump pack. I'm thinking it'd probably be okay just to see if the back lights work and maybe the interior lights. What's the worst that can happen? We're gonna find out. Well, flashers are working. Parking lights are working. Interior lights are working. See that right there? Our dome light's not working though. We'll have to investigate that. See if we can hear our fuel pump. Yep, fuel pump's working. That's what I don't like about fuel pumps. Right there. Loud noise. But because of the way this is set up, we're stuck with it. So we'll deal with it. So maybe that's our next move. Get this place cleaned up. Get the running boards and fenders on. Both the headlight housings on. Maybe test them. See if we got any troubleshooting there in that wiring in the front here. So let's get doing that. Alright, we got one side on. Still got to put some braces in here and in the back too. But seems to be lining up okay. Let me get the other side done. Well, fellas, I think she's starting to look like something now. I remember these pieces fitting a whole lot better before I painted them. I don't know what happened, but I guess it is what it is now. But it don't look too bad for an ice cream getter. We're going to go ahead and get these headlight housings on now, see if we can't get them wired up. There she is, fellas. She looks a whole lot different now than she did this morning. That's for sure. Starting to come along nice. Okay, fellas, this is pretty much the last of what we have to deal with. Our inside door panels. Doors, I got a head start on some of the body work. These got to get repaired here in the corners. Got a little beat up. Our visor. The hood is really the thing that needs most of our attention. It's in pretty bad shape. It's pretty banged up. It's got a lot of hits in it. Pitting. But I'm just going to do the best I can with it. I'm not looking for perfection. We're just going to try to straighten it out as best we can, weld up the spots that are cracked, and try to get it at least presentable. That's the plan. Okay, we got the electrical finished in the front. I got my jump pack hooked up. Let's see what we got going on here. Start off about some flasher action. Indicator on the inside. We got flashers in the front. We got flashers in the back. How about some, let's try the blinkers. You got left blinker. Left blinker in the back. Right blinker. Right blinker in the front. Right blinker in the back. You can hear that noisy freaking fuel pump. Can't stand it. Let's try some headlights. We got one headlight. I don't know if that headlight is blown or what. Well, that's odd. The dimmer switch doesn't work. Stays in the high beam position. So we're going to have to troubleshoot that. And I've also noticed that the parking lights aren't on in the front. We got parking lights in the back, but not in the front. So that's one thing we got to troubleshoot, or another thing I should say. So all in all, I kind of figured there might be a few issues here and there. We're going to have to address the front parking lights and the headlights. The dimmer switch, I don't know why it's not clicking down to low beam. This headlight here doesn't work at all. Maybe we're going to have to buy some new headlights. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I do have another dimmer switch that we can swap out inside. All in all, pretty much everything's working except the front parking lights and the headlights. So I haven't tried the brake lights yet. See if I step on the pedal here. I can see anything. Yeah, I think they work. Y'all let me know if we got brake lights. I think we do. I think I saw a shadow on the back wall. So we're going to call brake lights are good. So yeah, it's just the headlights and the parking lights in the front so far that I've seen. And our dome light. That's another one that we tried the other day. So we'll mark that stuff down and troubleshoot from there. So we've made a lot of progress this week. Still waiting on the manifold to finish this up. So I guess we can't really fire it up this week like I wanted to. But yeah, as you can see, we've come a long way. I think in the next couple of weeks we'll probably be there. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Hope to see you back next week. Until then, man, take it easy.